Salutations, my name is Summer and this is Cozy Reading with Quaker Cats. I feel like I need to apologize. I have a new laptop and it is nothing like the one I had before. When I first started recording, you could not hear me at all. And now I think I may be too loud. So I'm sorry, I will work on figuring that out. Anyway, I'm excited to be back and I thought I'd talk about what I've read, which is one book, what I'm currently reading, and what I hope to read in September. So, the only book I've read, I finished, was a reread, and that is The Gunslinger by Stephen King. It's the first book in the Dark Tower series. And last night, it's like my way back to BookTube. I was in a live on Steve's channel. Steve talks about books and stuff. So I will link it down below. And if you know me, I was a nervous wreck and I couldn't get this laptop to work. And I did just buy a smartphone. So I might be playing around with it more. I really don't know. So anyway, this book, like I said, it's a reread. The first time I tried to read this book was 20 years ago, and I just could not. I just found it so boring. I didn't like the characters. And then I tried it again, and then again. So it took 3 tries for me to actually read this little book. But by the third time, I still was not a fan of it, but I had a friend who had started to read it and moved on, and they said, oh, book two's much better. So that gave me the motivation to finish it, and the ending, yeah, I rereading this, I really enjoyed it, but I think it's because I know what's coming, and now I can appreciate everything that King put into this book. But the first time I read it, I didn't. So, and this time I enjoyed the writing much more, but I think it's a different. I'm almost positive it's a different edition than I read the first time through. So, anyway, I'm excited about next month reading the second one. So let's see, what am I currently reading? Sorry for the shaking of the camera. I am reading The Histories by Herodotus. Mark over at Book Time with Elvis, he has a group read along happening on Voxer right now with this. A great group of people. Yes, so The Histories. The first time I heard about this was through Jack at the Rambling Raconteur. He actually had a read-along of this last year, and I wasn't able to, read it, be in it, but this year I was. And I have mixed feelings about Herodotus. I think it's because I am such of a mood reader, and it feels like the summertime is not the perfect time, but everybody else would probably disagree with me to read this. But there's fascinating things. There's actually, I think everything that you could possibly think of is in this book. Whether it's, I feel like I shouldn't get into it. But yes, so there's Rollo. So it's so interesting. But then sometimes it's because of the names. Honestly, I don't know. It's hard for me to grasp hold of them and keep them. The same thing with the places. There are many places that I don't know the history of, so it's been a little difficult for me. But I'm continuing on. I finished book 2, so I'm way behind. But yeah, I will link Mark's channel down below. I think he has a wonderful channel, so yeah. Okay, so the only other thing that I'm currently reading is Rhythm of War by Brandon Sanderson. This is the 4th book, and as you can see, I'm quite far. I'm on page 838. So I've loved the first 3 books, but this one, I mean, it still has a great cast of characters. It's that whole lead up of the war, and now we're in it. And we've been in it for 800 pages, and it's like I want some other things happening besides just going back and forth between people and I don't know. maybe I'm just in a bit of a slump because of everything that's going on. Oh my gosh, his little feet are sticking out. Anyway, but no, I really enjoy this series. This is Stormlight Archive from the Stormlight Archive. Um, so it's good, and I of course I'm going to continue on. Um, so let's talk about what I would like to read for September. And honestly, some of these will be the end of August. I would like to read, and I just found out last night in the live that sorry, the light, that this is actually in the short story bind up of Everything Eventual by Stephen King. So I have that book. I think it's in a box somewhere, but I know I own it. Anyway, The Little Sisters of Uriah, Uriah, I'm not for sure how to pronounce it. This is the prequel, I believe, to The Gunslinger, but I didn't know that and I don't think it was when I actually read the series. So I look forward to that. Even though I'm not really big on graphic novels, I think that might be fun. Um, so in September, we will continue on with The Drawing of the Three. This is the second book in the Dark Tower series. It was my favorite book the first time I read the series, so I'm really excited about this one. Um, yes, I'm just really excited because there's so many great characters. But when I read it the first time, I didn't have certain issues, certain experiences in life than when I read the first time. So I'm kind of curious if you've already read this. Well, you probably don't know about my some of you don't know about my experiences in my past, and other people do. So I'm curious how that will be for me this time through. Also, Shakespeare, September, Shake to Shake Timber. I'm not for sure. Um, oh my gosh, I'm having so much trouble. I need to get back into practice of making videos and speaking to you guys. So Deanna at Pato the Reader, she's so wonderful. She sent this to me last year because I had such of a hard time reading Shakespeare. I love reading about Shakespeare, but reading him, not so much fun. Anyway, she sent me this, so I hope to try to tackle this September. We will see. We'll see. But thank you, Deanna, if you're watching. Oh, I will link everybody below who's hosting the event. Shake Timber. I think they just changed the name, so I'm not for sure. But I'm sure it's Jason over at Old Blues Chapters and Verse. Maybe Steve Donahue and maybe Lukash. Maybe. I will link it down below, everybody who's hosting. So with Scott Danielson, which I sent him a Voxer message, so he hasn't got back with me. So hopefully we're still on for Lacey's story in September. This is my favorite Stephen King. I mean, it does change from here and there because I just love so many of his books, but hopefully we'll be reading this together. This will be our first buddy read. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. And I will link his channel down below. I mean, if I mention anybody, I'll be linking them down below. Let's see. This is also, I'm going to open up, have a group read of The Name of the Rose by Umberto Eco. And I am going to be having a Voxer group for this. I know Berna is joining me, and I'll link her channel down below because she sent me a message through Instagram. So I'm excited because it'll be my first buddy read experience with her. And Beth Ann said in the past, and Sandy had said in the past, but guys, I completely understand if you have a stack of so many things that you have to read already. And this is open to anybody. So if you're interested in reading The Name of the Rose in September, just let me know and I will add you to the Voxer group. So I'm excited about that one too. I'm a little intimidated, but excited. Okay, so something else. I'm reading this. So I started a book club here in my hometown right before I found out that we were closing our business, and moving and doing all that. So, and I'm still in the process of, I'm actually moving my mom in here still, and I think the next 2 weeks. So, um, anyway, but my mom is in this with me, and we're reading The Aftermath by Ridian Brooke, maybe. I watched this movie. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So hopefully, actually, I think I'm going to love the book too, because when I first received it in the mail, I had to read the first couple pages and I didn't want to set it down. So something else I'm excited about. So as I've been helping my mom pack up her millions of things, she also is a book lover, and so she has a whole library. And as I was boxing up books, I just get so excited because we like the same things, but um, she just has so many different books than I do. Anyway, this is one that I found that I thought I want to read right now. The Judge Said 20 Years, The Story of a Conscientious Objector in World War I by Julius Eichel. Eichel. Anyway, yes, not only am I excited to read this because, I'm Quaker, but it's also because my mom is like me, where we do dog ear, we do underline, so I can see that she's underlined things. I even saw a place where she has written something. Um, so I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, she's so funny. She marked out a sentence. Oh my gosh. And look, she put an X through a whole paragraph. Oh my gosh, Mom. Okay, so yeah, here she's talking about Fort Douglas, or the author is talking about Fort Douglas, and it's talking about how it says, she underlined, but the hatred of things German was extended to human beings, and many Americans of German descent were abused because of their ancestry. And she wrote down here, what about people from Japan? So I'm so excited to read this because of the subject matter, but also because my mom, she read it in 96, I think it said. Yeah, September 15th of 96. So I can't wait to talk to her about her feelings on it and everything. Okay, so there's one more thing that I'm going to try to read in September, and it's only because one of my favorite booktube buddies has been giving me a hard time that I haven't read it yet. So I'm going to try to squeeze in and read some more of The Bastard by John Jakes. As you can see, I'm not quite halfway through, really enjoying it. I just get distracted by other books, and I'm sure you guys know how that is. So anyway, I hope everybody is having a great day. I hope the sound of this and everything turned out all right. Oh, I also want to do a little shout out for Juan at Plagued by Visions. I'm going to link a video that I just watched this morning by him that he did a tag, and I don't remember exactly the name of the tag, so I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to link his video down below, and definitely check him out because he's wonderful. He's so creative and entertaining, and just a sweet, really sweet guy. So anyway, yes, I hope everybody's having a wonderful summer. I really hope to be back and be making a video every week. There's a ton of tags. I've just been so, I haven't even been able to catch up on everybody's videos. I just feel so on the outside, and I miss BookTube and all of you so much. So yes, thank you so much for watching. Leave any comments down below of what you're reading, what you're excited about for September. If you want to join any of these with me, just let me know. And yes, so thank you so much. Bye.